Good afternoon, Buckeye Gordon. I want to talk about a video Sarasota Tim did a few days ago. He was going to McDonald's to pay it forward. That always plays into his hand because if people see him paying it forward, then they'll keep donating to his Buy Me a Coffee. Um, Sarasota Tim was at the McDonald's and he made his order and then asked how much is the one behind me. And it was like $3 and change. And he says, I'll take care of that, trying to look like he's doing good. Sarasota Tim, then he went up to get his coffee. He's got his coffee and he started out and he kind of looking through his side mirror. He says, no horn, no wave, but I'm not looking. He looks to his rearview mirror, but he's not looking. So he pulls up to where the street is and he's taking the lid off his coffee. And he's just briefly talking about the coffee, but he's got his eye on the person that he bought whatever it was they got. And he says, see, she's going over to the opposite direction. No wave, no horn blowing. And then he goes into this long rant about how 50% of the Americans are unappreciated of what people will do for them. I like to get like to know where he gets his facts because I think that's really low, really low. Um, Sarasota Tim, I mean, he thrives on that. He needs somebody to tell him how great he is. Um, I think it's hurt me more because um, we don't see Tammy around too much anymore. I know she's not in the camera, but he doesn't really say we or us much anymore. So I don't know if she's gotten smart and left him, knowing the kind of person he is, and she would be the one to know. Of course, she ain't that great either, since she wanted him to go back to McDonald's or the coffee shop and throw the coffee in somebody's face. But Sarasota Tim, he acts like he wants to pay it forward, and he ain't paying nothing forward. It's his subscribers that's giving him the money. Maybe he should pat them on the back. But, it's something he's got to have. And another thing that I think is just so funny that every time he says it, I kind of have to chuckle, but he says, how are you 111,614 beautiful souls? Now, I would love to know where he got that number from. Uh, then he went to 615,000, or I'm sorry, 111,615. So he gained a subscriber, I guess. And it wasn't too long after that, he said 111,614. So he lost another one. So anyhow, he knows his channel isn't growing because you could tell by the views he get, the comments, you know. Uh, he doesn't get, I guess he's got about 65,000 subscribers, but his views are only about 2% of his subscribers. So people don't forgot about it. They moved on and they just forgot to unsubscribe. So if you're listening to me and you're subscribed to Sarasota Tim, but you don't watch it no more, unsubscribe. Please unsubscribe. And if you want to help this channel grow, I've been a little stagnant for a while, but if you want to help this channel grow, please like this video. It goes out to other people, and the algorithm will pick it up. And if you would, share it and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.